Welcome to my program, Resolve to Have a Healthy You. My name is Jocelyn Villarreal, and I'm with the Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service. This is a 3-part video series, so hopefully you'll stay tuned, continue with the series, and even maybe subscribe to my channel. So let's get started. Let's talk about New Year's resolutions. We're all familiar with them, and a lot of the time it's about how they don't work. During this program, we're going to learn why they don't work and what you can do to make smart resolutions that are attainable. Specifically, we're going to talk about tips for making resolutions that will help improve your diet and physical activity level. So let's get started. Let's review first, of course, the history. According to historians, ancient Babylons are believed to be the first group of people to make resolutions. Although back then, the resolutions weren't made on January 1st, but instead around the middle of March when crops were planted. During that time, promises were made to pay any debts and return any objects that might have been borrowed. During medieval times, Christians believed the first day of the new year should be spent thinking about past mistakes and resolving to improve oneself for the next year. So if you want to learn more for those history buffs out there, go ahead and visit the History Channel website. So, we know that people have been making resolutions for thousands of years. And what about today? Who's made a New Year's resolutions? I know I have. I made several times every year. So, this is like the time, I'll give you a few minutes, or seconds really, to reflect and write down some resolutions that you've done, some you want to do this year, and maybe just reflect, And while you're reflecting and writing down your resolutions, let's go over some types of New Year resolutions. Generally speaking, most resolutions center around 4 main themes: self-improvement, weight, money, or relationships. How many of the resolutions made by you, the ones you wrote down, are in these categories? Mine are all in these categories. So, let's review the top new resolutions. Look at 1947 resolutions and compare them to 2017. Notice any similarities? Any differences? Typically speaking, if you look at it, they haven't changed much. They all fall within the 4 main categories. That's crazy, right? Those are what we do. It's been years and we're still in those categories. So, percentage of Americans making New Year's resolutions. Let's go over the numbers, right? According to a 2015 survey conducted by the International Food Information Council, almost 1 out of 3 adults make a New Year's resolution, with younger adults being more likely than older adults to make them. Still, almost 7 out of 10 adults don't make any type of resolution. Though, early studies have estimated that percentage of adults who make resolutions to be between 40 and 50%. However, the data behind these percentages is between 20 and 30 years old, so take it with a grain of salt. So, how successful are we at keeping New Year's resolutions? 2 words, not very, right? In a study over 1,100 adults who actually made resolutions, less than 10% actually felt they were successful at achieving their resolution. On the other hand, 48% did acknowledge them, but they weren't frequent. They were very infrequent success. A majority of people will keep their resolution for 1 or 2 weeks, but the 6th month, that tends to be the mark, less than 45% are maintaining the resolutions. Still, there's some hope. Studies show that those who make resolutions tend to have more success. What? And compare those who don't make them. So even though it's slim, we want you to be successful, so make some, but be good at it, right? And if you want to learn more results from 2017, check out the Statistic Brand website, which is down there. Why it's hard to keep your New Year's resolution. So stay tuned for the next video where we get into the good stuff and show you ways to keep your resolution. This is Jocelyn. Thanks for watching and subscribe to my channel. Bye.